New here at 5, a convicted arsonist out on parole is accused of setting a fire once again.
Investigators in Riverside say the same man started previous fires that caused more than $1.5 million in damage. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan live in Riverside, where firefighters say the man poses a threat to public safety. Rob.
Well, you can imagine the frustration for investigators. This suspect, already convicted of arson for setting 2 fires back in 2022, granted parole just last month. Now, allegedly, back at it again. It may have just been a small fire, starting out in a shopping cart, then spreading to a nearby transformer at the intersection of Van Buren and Harupa in Riverside. Firefighters taking this picture when they arrived. Days later, arresting this homeless man, suspecting him of setting the fire. But when they ran his name, 39-year-old George Alexander Hill, they realized they've dealt with him before.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are aware of the individual due to a previous arrest that we did back in 2022.
You see, Hill was convicted of starting 2 other fires in the city nearly 2 years ago. You can see him in this video setting fire to the side of a Walmart store. That blaze quickly spreading before being put out by firefighters. Then, just 2 months later, another fire, this one set outside a toy store, both fires causing approximately $1.6 million in damage. Hill pleaded guilty just last month. He was released almost immediately, placed on parole. Then last week, this happens.
That's the difficult part with any crimes nowadays is the judicial system is obviously separate from what we do. All of these incidents have been extremely dangerous. That's our main concern is public safety. The Walmart, for example, was open during business hours and was filled with customers in the structure. This particular fire, most recently on Sunday, was directly next to that transformer that could have taken out power in that whole neighborhood. At times it can be frustrating. I try to have our investigators not think about that, but do their job.
Now, Hill was sentenced by a judge last month to 2 years, 8 months in state prison. But because he'd been behind bars pretty much ever since his arrest in 2022, plus credit for good behavior, that explains why he was paroled pretty much immediately. According to Riverside City fire investigators, Hill signed a statement saying the motive for this most recent fire was revenge.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.